Hello and welcome everybody to this week's Market Share, the short weekly segment brought to you by MKR, where we bring you all the noteworthy news and updates surrounding digital media and the world today. I'm your host Genevieve, and we've got some interesting stories for today, so let's get started. First up, let's talk about Spotify and how they've revamped their self-serve ad platform after a record Q2. After rebranding from Spotify Ad Studio to Spotify Ads Manager, new features were added such as improved audience and targeting functionality and new ad formats like video that will aim to further engage consumers. Having 626 million monthly active users means that advertisers are going to be looking for a way to reach their audiences through your platform. So it was definitely a good move on Spotify's part to ramp up their offerings. An expanded menu of interest segments is going to launch later this month and should give brands even more opportunities to reach and test amongst their audiences. Brands like Ionos and World Rugby are already taking advantage of the new ad manager capabilities and have released statistics that Spotify is already outperforming other channels, so it may be worth a try if you've been trying to think outside the box. Next up, Outbrain has acquired the CTV marketing and video advertising platform Teads for $1 billion to form a new open web advertising monster. If you've seen articles in feed or at the bottom of another article that seem a bit clickbaity, that's the kind of content we're talking about here. The $1 billion transaction that's supposed to close in Q1 2025 will create a new independent advertising platform that will no longer only promote blogs and articles around the internet, but also fill a need for more upper funnel video. The goal of this transaction is to create true end-to-end full funnel platform for the open internet and to become the preferred partner to deliver positive brand outcomes across high-quality media environments. It'll be interesting to see how the addition of Teads' video know-how will impact the effectiveness of the business as a whole, especially as advertisers are looking for alternatives to the digital advertising duopoly. Last up, and in some pretty scary news, advertisers are saying that their Google ads are showing up on X. Ever since Elon Musk came onto the scene at X, major brands have been opting out of showing their advertisements on X due to brand safety concerns of appearing next to some not-so-great content. But some advertisers are still showing up there without realizing it. You may or may not know that X and Google announced a partnership last fall, and I'd be curious if it was just because of X's ad business tanking. But apparently the ads are very easy to spot as they stick out like a sore thumb. And this is really just because advertisers didn't realize they had to opt out of their ads being run on X. So this is just a reminder to all you media folks out there, make sure you're watching exactly where your ads are getting placed so you don't have to deal with any surprises. That's all for this week's Market Share. My name's Genevieve, and I'll see you all next week. And this really, no, sorry, I missed a word. But also fill a need for more that's not a word.